Hey, what is up, fight fans? In today's video, Conor McGregor found yet another reason to get inside Islam's head. This time, he was accusing Makhachev of having a staph infection.
Every day I send Dana White message. Hey, where's my location?
Eagle is landed in Jersey City. He's gonna be my corner.
Только не спеши. Правую. Вот, отлично.
I believe in fate, buddy. Dustin Poirier guillotines Islam, round number 2.
If Dustin Poirier had a fight that he had nothing to lose in, this is it. This is that fight.
I feel confident in my striking for sure. I think I can finish him on the feet.
He doesn't believe he can beat me. His coach doesn't believe he can beat me.
It's just noise, you know, at this point in my career, bro. It's all noise. What really matters is 25 minutes, June 1st, on that canvas inside that octagon. That's what really, really matters. Everything else is just bumping gums and means nothing.
That's why I have to be here, and that's why I have to finish what my father beginning.
This is like father told. Like you say, last 10 years, best lightweight in the world, this is my students. This is how my father told.
We have just one request. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much in advance. In just a few days, the mixed martial arts world will witness one of the most anticipated fights in recent history, Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. Now, why is this one of the most anticipated fights? Because Makhachev's opponent, former interim champion and longtime fan favorite Dustin Poirier, enters the octagon knowing this may be his last chance to claim the coveted UFC title. At 35 years old, Poirier faces a stark reality. Time is running out for him at lightweight, and retirement looms if he fails to seize this opportunity. However, Poirier is not one to go quietly. He plans to leave everything in the cage to overthrow Makhachev.
This guy is dangerous. He can beat everybody, and he's a top 5 in the world, you know.
I feel confident in my striking for sure. I think I can finish him on the feet, but he's no slouch there either. You know, he's dangerous, getting better, putting kicks together well. He's pretty well-rounded. He's not like everybody compares him to Khabib. Their wrestling style and pressure is similar, but the takedowns he uses, the trips he uses are different style than Khabib's, and his stand-up is way more fluid than Khabib's. You know, I respect his stand-up game as well, but that's where I want to fight him.
Now, Makhachev, aware of the potential lucrative opportunity to headline the October tournament in Abu Dhabi, understands that taking unnecessary risks against Poirier would be unwise. Engaging in a stand-up exchange with Poirier, who is known for his striking prowess, poses significant danger and could lead to injury. Therefore, it is expected that Makhachev will avoid a striking war and instead focus on his strengths, particularly his wrestling and grappling. This strategic approach will likely be influenced by Khabib Nurmagomedov, who, despite promising that he had given up coaching his athletes, has returned to the corner of his best friend, Islam Makhachev.
And Khabib putting in some good grappling in with the team. There's the champ right there, Islam. Great coach, great fighter, great human being. Everybody lucky to have him. Hello, Amaru, Fahid, Islam, and of course, the great one, pound for pound #1, and still.
To ensure that his protege remains disciplined and avoids unnecessary risks. Khabib's presence will be a calming influence, helping Makhachev stick to his game plan. The so-called father's plan that Khabib recently published a corresponding photo on social media hinting at this.
Honestly, I'm very happy because he's one of the best corner, coach, brother, friend.
The Eagle knows the American strengths and weaknesses pretty well because in 2019 he defeated Dustin at UFC 242. Saying, "I already beat Dustin Poirier. It was almost 5 years ago. If you compare that version of him with the current one and ask, has he changed a lot? Has he become much better? No, I do not think so. Islam is superior to Dustin in almost everything, Nurmagomedov stated in an interview.
And the biggest moment was when Khabib put himself in the choke, and people were like, oh, he's got, and Khabib's father and I just looked at each other. We kind of went like this, and we just shook our hands, like, because we knew what was happening. We knew there was no way it's ever going to happen.
Now, despite Makhachev's plan, MMA is still unpredictable, and a single punch can change the course of a fight. Poirier is well aware of this and will look to capitalize on any opportunity to land a decisive blow.
Anybody, I don't care who you are, no one's chin is untouchable and no one's chin can stop good shots that are put on it.
He can keep this fight on the feet. If he can land that right hook, then he might just be the champion.
However, competing in endurance against Makhachev is a tall order, and Poirier's best chance lies in an aggressive start. He must aim to overwhelm Makhachev early, hoping to catch him off guard before the champion can establish any sort of rhythm. The outcome of this fight could very well hinge on Makhachev's ability to execute his game plan without getting drawn into a brawl. Poirier, with his vast experience and striking power, poses a real threat if Makhachev underestimates him. Dustin himself believes that underestimating Makhachev before the fight will not end well for the Dagestani. Sometimes I feel like Islam doesn't underestimate me. I will go into the octagon to hurt him, and he says it's an easy fight for him. Perhaps he treats all fights this way, but I can knock out any lightweight, stated Dustin. However, Makhachev's grappling skills are likely playing a crucial role in neutralizing Poirier's offense. A successful takedown could spell the end for Poirier, who has historically struggled against high-level wrestlers. In recent fights, Makhachev has demonstrated his growth as a striker, throwing effective boxing combinations and surprising his opponents with kicks. His confidence in his grappling remains unshaken as he envisions a scenario where he takes Poirier to the ground and finishes him with a rear naked choke. Now, while many predict a straightforward victory for Makhachev, Poirier's determination and willingness to leave everything in the octagon should not be underestimated.
I believe in fate. I believe in fate, buddy. Dustin Poirier guillotines Islam, round number 2. That's what I'm thinking. No. That's what I know is going to happen.
As everybody knows, Dustin's my brother and teammate for over 10 years, so I'm 100% going for Dustin. But I know this is a tough fight for him, you know. I know it's not going to be no walk in the park, but man, I just have this feeling he pulls it off. He just makes that home run. He catches Islam. He puts him down. He hits him while he's on the ground. Fights over and he walks away with that fucking belt on his shoulder. That's what I'm going for.
But will Poirier try his favorite move, the guillotine? There is virtually no doubt that the Diamond will attempt it. However, it is unlikely to be successful. Islam, albeit with some difficulty, will still endure. He will probably then take the dominant position and control the situation until the end of the round, which is exactly what the American coach fears most.
And no more guillotines. No more guillotines.
So now it is time to voice your predictions. I am sure that the third round will be a turning point just as it was in Diamond's fight against Khabib. The American will begin to tire. Firstly, the intensity of the title fight will take its toll. Secondly, the extensive wrestling will literally wear down Poirier. And at this moment, Islam will be executing a move that helped him defeat Oliveira. He will choose an opportune time and climb behind his opponent's back. Now, such situations like this are Makhachev's specialty. The champion will perform a choke, but Poirier will once again still show the heart of a warrior, and I don't think he will actually tap out. I think he'll just fall asleep. Now, it is worth noting that Makhachev is confident that he will be able to finish his opponent this way, saying, I will throw him to the ground, he will unsuccessfully try to carry out a guillotine, then I'll take the back and choke him. This is how it all ends. But don't forget that Makhachev also mentioned that he and Khabib had prepared something special for Poirier. But what is your prediction, my dear viewers? What do you think? Who will emerge victorious in this battle? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. And finally, Conor McGregor found yet another reason to get inside Islam's head. This time he was accusing Makhachev of having a staph infection. A Feldman MMA posted on Twitter, it's not a UFC pay-per-view fight week without MMA Twitter becoming experts in staph infections. I am far from a doctor, but Islam's leg looks to have something going on. And then Conor McGregor replied saying, staph again. This inbred, however, lives with staph. This team is infested. Make no mistake. Scruff balls. Whatever yous are into, I suppose. he still subs Dustin in the first. Now, clearly that photo was taken during training, but what do you all think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments.
That's all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.